Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to week 6 on our Google Classroom. This week we're going to be moving into the standard algorithm for multiplication. Last week we were doing that box method, and you're still welcome to use the box method to check your work, but I'm going to want you this week to be showing me that you can do the standard algorithm, which sometimes people call the old-fashioned way, or maybe your parents will say it's the way that they do it. So they'll be able to really help you out on this one because it's what we learned as kids. So you'll remember this from class. We've learned it before. This is a review, but I know that a lot of you have forgotten it, so that's okay. We're going to get to work on that together today. All right, so when you're doing the standard algorithm, you are going to be multiplying based on the place value, and will always start with the ones place, which is here for us is the 5. So what I like to do when I'm teaching kids is that I like to cover up the tens place so we can pretend it's not there. I'll put a little bit of paint in there. Boom, gone. And now what we have is a 2-digit by 1-digit, which a lot of you will be like, oh, I can do a 2-digit by 1-digit. That's no problem. So we start with that ones digit, the 5, and we're going to multiply it by the ones digit above. 5 times 3 is 15. We would write the 5 of the 15. Here's 15 to look at it. The 5 is in the ones place. We would put the ones place down, and we would carry the tens place up. I'm just remembering, I think I called this the tens place, guys. Sorry about that. We're doing the ones place by the ones place. My bad. We would do 5 times 3, keep the ones place down, and carry the tens place up. The tens place is a 1, so I'm carrying that up there. All right. The next step, we would do that ones place again, and this time we would do it by the tens place. We already did the 3, so now it's time for the 6. So 5 times 3 is going to be, 5 times 6 is going to be 30. That digit that we carried up here, we add. So 5 times 6 is 30, plus 1 is 31. And that finishes that ones place multiplication for us. And now I need to move over the little box, pretend that 5 is gone because we've already done it. And when you switch your thinking from the ones place to the tens place, we have to add in a holder 0. Some of you might remember us talking about that. And that holder 0 goes right in the ones place, which the 5 is also in. Very important to keep these in the same place values. To make sure every digit you put down stays with the correct place value. All right, so here we go with the problem, the new problem. We're going to be doing the 7 times the ones place. 7 times 3 is 21. Here, I'll write that over here again. 21. The first digit goes down below, and we carry the second digit. That's why I like to use different colored pens so you can see that we're no longer looking at that 1 we carried, but now we're looking at the 2. So that 7 times 3 was 21. Here's the 21. 21. Now we're going to be doing 7 times 6. 7 times 6 is 42. But don't forget, we have to add the 2 that's up here. 42 plus 2 more, 43, 44, and we bring that down here, making sure to get them into the correct place value spots. And now we have this addition problem down here. 5 plus 0 is 5. 1 plus 1 is 2. 4 plus 3 is 7. And 4 plus nothing is 4. So our answer to this problem of 63, let's move the box, times 75 is going to be 4,725. Now, like I said, if you want to, you are more than welcome to then take the problem and do it in your comfort level of the box method to check your work. So we would lay it out. Sorry about that little bit of an angle there. We would take 63. So this is what we did last week. And multiply it by 75. And remember last week we multiplied the 6 times 7, which is 42. Go back and count those zeros. There are 2 of them. 70 times 3, 21 plus that extra 0, 6 times 5 is 30, but go back and grab that extra 0. 5 times 3 is 15. Now, if I went too fast for you, you can rewind and watch it again. So now we take these digits. I don't have enough room there, so I'm going to come over here. Take all of these answers, line them up, and we're going to add them up. And hopefully, if you did your first problem correctly, the answers will match. We have 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they do. So it's probably a good idea actually to do two different ways, two different methods when you're doing your work so that you can check your work, because I just got the same answer twice, which most likely means I'm correct. All right, so you can rewind, pause, try this yourself several times if you need to. All right, good luck with this week's work, and we'll also be doing these in our meetings too.